Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Healing Beyond the Veil. My name is Erica Tacker. Thank you for liking, for subscribing, for following and for sharing. It doesn't just mean a lot to me, but what you share may mean something to someone else who receives it as well. Okay, that's nice. Actually wants to be this one. Upheaval. Okay, we're going to go with this. Thank you. We're going to go with this. That's literally what just came through so strong. We're going to go with this. So it's like sometimes the upheaval is a manifestation and it feels uncomfortable because upheaval is change. Don't like change. Upheaval can feel out of your control, or it can feel that it's something external, that something else has happened to create this upheaval. Okay. Sometimes it is a manifestation to help you onto the next stage, to help you manifest something better, to get rid of something that doesn't serve, to open the door to something that does. Okay, sometimes it's like, oh well, that's not exactly how I planned it, or that's not kind of the direction we were going to go in. But the angels are saying, think of the bigger picture. The universe has your back. The angels are your guides, and you have much support around you on the other dimensions. So trust in this upheaval. Okay, sometimes it can be for the greater good, and if sometimes having too much insight, as into too much knowledge or foresight, it kind of ruins the surprise. The universe wants to surprise you, or sometimes having that surprise and delight is part of your spiritual experience as a human, and just to let go of that control every now and again. And so having too much control in the direction of where you're going doesn't leave much space for other enjoyment things, such as surprising experiences, or actually the ability to trust in the universe, and to trust in yourself, and to trust in what you can't control, and trust in what you can't see. And upheaval kind of teaches us to do that. It teaches us that sorry, I got the sun shining on it. It teaches us to trust in everything. Okay, especially when it's kind of out of our control. Thank you. Sometimes the upheaval is a bit of a lesson. I don't like the word lesson. It's about growth, about life growth and life growth experience, to help create that wisdom. Going, okay, we are in a period of upheaval, then what could we have done differently to prevent it from happening next time? Or what could we teach our children to do differently that perhaps that I didn't, or we didn't do, or we did do, whatever it means to you. Okay, so there's wisdom in upheaval if it's a cause and effect. Okay, thank you. Thank you. It also pushes us into having new experiences or new places or new people that we wouldn't have had if we could just not be upheaved, if we could just stay still and stay where we believe that we should be. If we stayed in one place where everything is familiar, where we can control all the factors, and we can assess literally everything, we know everything around us is within our understanding and control. If we are then upheaved, it lets go of quite a lot of that, or many aspects of that. It takes away that feeling of security and that feeling of that feeling of security sometimes. But with that comes different experiences, and it allows you to expand on who you are. There's different parts of your character and personality, and the experiences of your family as well, that can grow tremendously from this experience of upheaval. It can take you on a completely different trajectory and different path. And is that necessarily a bad thing? I think it's a bad thing if you can't let go of this circumstance, if you can't let go of everything that's like the cause of it, or the lack of control over it, or what happened in your lifetime to make you the ripple effect afterwards. Okay, that's when it can be a negative experience. So there's a lot about having that mindset, about looking at things in a different way, almost like accepting fate, accepting that I have this experience of upheaval for myself and my family, and it's just like we're gonna have to go with it. We're gonna have to go with the flow. I can control, or we can control as much as we can, but the only thing that we can control is how we feel and how we think, and the actions that we take today and moving forward. Either A, so it doesn't happen again, or B, so that we can make the most of this experience. Okay, thank you. I've also got another vibration coming through of upheaval is a good thing. So this is coming through now as a positive shift, as it's time to move. It's time to leave. It's time to have new experiences. It's time to spread your wings. If you're feeling that you don't fit, or that you feel itchy feet, or you feel that you need to spread your wings, or that your environment doesn't serve you right now, then this is a big yes to fly the nest, to explore new horizons. Thank you. They're also talking about a job that you could take, that you can come back, go and come back, go and come back. So this could be a cruise ship, working on a cruise ship where you're out on sea for weeks or months, and then you come home. So you still have the security of a safe environment, whether it be your actual house, or whether it's living with family or a partner or something. Thank you. Also traveling like on an aeroplane, whether you've got business overseas and then you come back, business overseas and you come back, or whether you're an air hostess or a pilot, okay, or whether you work in the forces overseas, or it feels like you need to expand and need to upheaval. Allow yourself to have different experiences in other places with other people, and this is expanding your soul. What can your soul, I've got goosebumps, what can your soul experience, and how can your soul grow and develop by leaving where you are, leaving the comforts of your home, of your environment, of the safety net of everything that you know, and go over to a different country, even if you come back. Thank you. I'm talking about expats, and so obviously I'm in England. Those of us who decide to leave the UK and go and live abroad, go and live in Spain or America or Australia, New Zealand, you know, they're saying that you can always come home, let go of the ego of, yeah, perhaps it didn't work out for us or whatever reason, and now I'm coming home. You can do that. Or if you have to sell everything here in order to live in a different country, allow yourself to do so. Allow yourself to expand, and your family. Talking about little children as well, and it's perfectly okay for children to have, and it's very healthy for children to have those different experiences in different countries and absorb the environment a new environment that they're in with you. Do this together as a family. Okay, thank you. Or on your, there's loads of excitement energy here. Or on your own, who could you possibly meet? Okay, I've got a smile on my face. If you're not having much luck of finding your twin flame here, maybe they're in Australia, like the other side of the world. What they're saying is, it's like if you need to expand it from what you're experiencing or not experiencing, here where you are is not serving you, and you're not receiving the manifestations in the way that is pleasing to you, then maybe it's a call to create that upheaval in your life and visit different places, go and explore different countries with different people. You know, yeah, there's about being safe, but I'm sure that you could manage to do that, whether it's a business or whether it is you know, just traveling with family, or just traveling on your own for a sabbatical or something. You know, the experiences of the soul here So this upheaval is now a really positive thing. It feels like the universe, if you've got a certain energy within you, and you're being called to a certain place, you've got the ley lines, you've got the grids, you've got the crystals underneath the earth, you've got all the different tribes and community of people who could really benefit from what you have to give. You have, for instance, where we are in England, you have all the cultural understandings of the UK and the British Isles and all that we have and that we are taught, and then how we are spreading that and how we are gifting that to others who perhaps are not in those same circumstances where they can visit the UK. It's very expensive. You know, or that they can leave their circumstances where they are and their environment and come and experience the British culture. You can take it to them and you can say, this is how we take tea, because us British love a cup of tea. You know, and just show them, and that could be their party trick, making the perfect cup of tea for eons, and they'll always come back to the story where one time I met this wonderful British lady who taught me how to make tea. You know, so you never know what gifts, the simple gifts that you hold within you that you can share across the globe with many other people. Thank you. I've got another vibration coming through with the internet. It kind of gives us this false impression that we're doing exactly this already. Oh, well, I'm just going to sit in my living room just as I'm doing here. I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to do a video, or I'm going to video call one of my friends who's in Australia. And I'm only saying Australia because it's literally the opposite end of the globe. So wherever country you're in, the opposite, or wherever you're being called, it's like far, far away. But the internet gives us this false reality that we are experiencing different experiences, that we are connecting with other cultures and other people. We are not really. Our soul isn't. Our minds, our visual, our senses, as far as our visual and our hearing, are experiencing other cultures. But you have the smells, you have the tastes, you have the climates, you have the actually living in different cultures is a completely different experience than watching reels, than watching videos, than FaceTiming a friend. It is completely different. So don't let the internet and the power of the internet corrupt your understanding of different cultures and the actual how they can impact you on a soul growth level. Okay. Wow, so we started off this of being like a real struggle to all this upheaval. It can be a real struggle to then actually get off your bottom and go a completely different way. Okay, so this one can also be thank you, perception, the way that we seeing things, okay, the way that we view life and the way that we view our culture, the way that we view society, and the way that we view ourselves. Okay. Thank you. And almost like our countries and our governments almost don't want us to intermingle, or almost putting us at like, oh no, they're not from here. It's like when you're in the UK, and if you travel like 3 hours down the road, you literally have 3 different accents that you can experience. And you can tell you're not from around here. And that's what it feels like sometimes when you go to different countries, or when different countries come here. There's instantly, we're different, and this is like the society belief with it, that like the governments don't almost want us to separate. They want us to it's like something against. They're creating this divide between allowing different cultures to be and experience, and that's keeping people in clusters. So even in the UK, we have like huge cultural diversity, but yet people seem to stay in their own cultures. Okay, this is about blending people, and about being open to different ideas and open to different experiences, like from a heart center. Okay, thank you. and that's enough. Very clear. Thank you. Okay. Wow. I hope that's helped, and I hope that you can have a look at booking some tickets and exploring your world a little bit more. Thank you, angels, and thank you for watching.